Complexity means distracted effort. Simplicity means focused effort. Let's tell you a little bit of a story. Who likes In-N-Out Burger? Put your love in the chat. Tell me if you love In-N-Out Burger. I had never been to an In-N-Out Burger. I didn't even know what it was. And I used to travel a lot for work and teach at different conferences. And I stayed at a hotel in Texas. And when I got to the hotel in Texas, I was like, oh, I saw this place across the road. It's called In-N-Out Burger. Maybe we should go there, but it looks nuts. Like it's so busy. And the person I was with was like, looked at me like I was from another planet. She's that place called In-N-Out Burger. Like you don't know what In-N-Out Burger is? It was like I sinned because I told her that I did not know what In-N-Out Burger was. We stopped, we put our bags in our rooms, and she's, we're going to In-N-Out Burger right now. You need to experience In-N-Out Burger. So let's cement our process in this coming year to In-N-Out Burger. Anytime you see a shiny ball, I want you to think about the story of In-N-Out Burger. Who's familiar with the story about In-N-Out Burger? No, not story, not familiar. Great. This will be great learning for us. So I went and did In-N-Out Burger. I did not want to go. The lineup moved extremely quickly. Everybody was happy and chipper. I saw everything that was going on. I got up to the menu and there were only a couple little choices. And I basically was told what to order, and I was told about a secret menu, and I got a little extra on the side because I knew about the secret menu. Okay. The first location of In-N-Out Burger opened in 1948 in one of the busiest trafficked areas in California. And it was owned by a husband and wife couple, Harry and Esther. And it was a 10 by 10. Do you see this place? It was a 10 by 10 lot. They were the people that invented the drive-through because they started with some simple things that they had in mind when they started this business. So what we're going to walk you through here right now to anchor you to this is let's talk about In-N-Out Burger. Do you know that an In-N-Out Burger outsells a typical McDonald's store nearly 2 times over? Let's back that up a little bit. Not only do they outsell all of the McDonald's 2 times over, we're looking at $4.5 million per location versus McDonald's 2.6. They also charge cheaper prices. Their menu items are cheap and affordable, and they pay their workers astronomical more compared to McDonald's. Do you know that a manager at In-N-Out Burgers can make upwards to $160,000 a year? So why is that? Because they had a couple things when they started. So I want to talk about 5 things we can learn from In-N-Out Burger. And every time you stray, I want you to come back to these 5 things. The first thing is they're customer obsessed. When they started In-N-Out Burger, they came up with this slogan that they have kept since day one. It drives the innovation. They invented the drive-through because they wanted to serve this statement. So they were the first person to put a 2-way radio. They didn't patent any of it, and they were the first person to create the drive-through type restaurant. This is their saying: serve only the highest quality product in a clean, sparkling environment, and serve it in a warm, friendly manner. If you've been to In-N-Out Burger, can you attest to that? That's how the experience you've had with it. Put it in the comments if that's the experience you've had with it. I can't read the comments, so I'm just hoping and assuming you put yes, because that's what I hear from a lot of people. This statement was made in 1948. 1948, they set their course, and their course was customer obsessed, customer satisfaction, value driven. We've heard it over and over again today. Does the customer matter to you? Is it a lead? No, it's a person. It's a human being. And when I go into In-N-Out in this day and age, guess what? I feel like a human being. Steve and I and Marcus and Logan went into an In-N-Out in Vegas. It was the craziest In-N-Out you've ever seen. Marcus, the order that he was doing, if you all know him, was nuts and crazy. And that guy behind the counter did not get frustrated. He just kept asking. He just kept leaning in. He just kept sliding. That's leadership. That's driven leadership. So let's go to the next section of it. They keep it simple. You go to McDonald's, how many different menu items do they have on the menu? A gazillion menu items. They have burgers, they have shakes, they have drinks. That's it. Why? Because complexity is the thief of execution. They can't do everything really well. So they're not going to take on everything. And because they want to serve customers, they want the customer to be forefront, they keep it simple. Do you know what else they refuse to do? DoorDash, Uber Eats, all of these delivery systems. Why do you think they refuse to do that? Because it's going to distract them to the face-to-face human contact that they have in the store, and they value that at all costs. They know they could probably increase their profit margins, but it's going to increase complexity, and they're going to lose that face-to-face interaction with a customer. And I think nowadays, if you go to most fast food establishments, the first thing you feel like is a human. Literally, I've had bags shoved out the window in my face, and I can't even see the interact machine because they just throw it at me to tap my card, and they could have charged $100 and I have no clue. At the end of the day, let's keep it simple this year. Do you know what matters most? Is that you have people in your funnel. People with lives, people with hurts, people with excitement, people with changes, people with all different types of needs that are going into your funnel that you're going to interact with today in these coming years. The third is we've been talking about this all morning. If you live on the East Coast of the US, the reason you do not have an In-N-Out is because of their commitment to quality. The commitment to quality means that you cannot have a location that is not 300 miles from their production facilities. And guess what? They own their production facilities. They make all the patties in-house. They deliver them never frozen that morning, each morning. And if you're outside the 300-mile radius, you cannot operate an In-N-Out because they can't deliver the product freshly to you. So what have we been talking about this morning and all day? We've been talking about ownership. They own the quality of the leads because they're producing it in factories that they own. You know, you might have been handed leads in the past and you're getting them and 14 other people are getting them. The quality, and Logan told the story earlier today, that's why some people are fed up of real estate agents because they got put in a bucket with 400 phone calls a day. This is your funnel. These leads are coming to you. You own it. So let's take that from In-N-Out and think about this year. Your investment in this, making it your own, is going to be everything. And they expand without debt. They never overextend themselves. Here's one that I think is important: proximity to importance. So ask yourself, are you out automating yourself? Are you automating things so much that you're stepping away from that human to human connection? So Harry actually lived across the road from that 10 by 10 location. And when he saw that the lines were getting too big, he would run across the road and he would jump on the grill. Like, I know there's a lot of you on here that are that type of agent, that I need to do this because I need to do it well. You heard Mr. B say today that he makes sure that they can do it as well as him or better. If not, he's not handing it off to them because he takes great pride in that human to human connection. Also, the grill position is actually the most important position in In-N-Out. You don't get a job and you don't get to go on the grill. Why? Because the simple thing at the beginning, quality was one of their values. So they knew that the grill was where the thing was made. That's where the burger was made, and everything came back to quality. So you had to earn your way to actually cook on the grill. It wasn't the grunt position. You earned your way to cook on the grill. Now, Lindsay, she's now the granddaughter of the two that started In-N-Out. When she inherited the basically In-N-Out, guess where she started? At the cash. She started as an employee because she said, I'm not going to run In-N-Out and have no idea what it feels like to be face to face with a customer and understand the ins and outs of it. She got down nitty and gritty and she'd gotten close to the importance of things. And she was already well on her way to having her pockets filled for the rest of her life. She didn't have to do it. Here's the thing. You don't know what 2025 holds. I don't know what it holds. So the last one kind of hit me hard because you might be telling yourself a story right now, and that story might be, well, it must be nice for them. They've been filled through hardships. If you listen to their story, they have driven through hardships. Know what's going to come this year? Hardships. It's just part of life. With your clients that you're working with, in your own life, things are going to come up, and you're going to get distracted. Their family suffered, her father, Lindsay's father, actually suffered from pain addiction, the meds, and he ended up overdosing. One of the sons ended up dying in a plane crash in his late 40s. Okay? They have suffered a lot of hardships, but throughout, they stuck close to what their vision was. I think about Amy Bolin. Who knows Amy Bolin here? Amy Bolin's been part of our mastermind community for a while. And Amy Bolin right now just said that she is sending her husband home to rest. She brought him home for hospice this month. She was on our masterminds this summer and she was saying to us, she messaged me and she said, you know what? My husband has been by my side throughout everything and he's been through so much and he's never complained. And when life got tough and she needed to be close to him, she turned everything off and she just ran her remarketing. And she did 7 deals, 8 deals. And that's what keeps us going here because she was able to keep life running and attend to what really matters. And she's an example of what it means to own things. Like throughout hardships and challenges and difficulties, she built the thing. She put the remarketing together. She made the phone calls. And she did it because she was propelled by a very strong why. So here's what I want to tell you today. You have everything that you need. This is one of my life verses, 2 Corinthians 9, verse 8. At all times, having all that I need, I will abound in every good work. So you, friend, all of us here, you have everything you need today to go after this in 2025. You are fully capable. And everyone on here, if you start telling yourself a story that I'm not Wendy, I'm not Mr. B, I'm not this person, I'm not that person, I just want you to remember, anchor it to your why. Okay, why are you here? Why did you decide to do this? What does this mean to you? And I look at Amy as an example. She has been able to sustain her real estate career and walk her husband through a journey that a lot of us, it would be so hard to walk through. And so that's her why. That's why she gets up every day. That's why she makes, I saw this yesterday. She posted that she was listing a house. She was listing a house yesterday. And that's business that she's worked and put work in over and over again. Us at Street Tech, we are sincerely want to see you succeed in this coming year. We want to see you succeed, and we want you to know as a person that you have all that you need to do it. We just walk through a system. We just walk through things, and you're going to start telling you that you're missing something, that you need this or you need that. I want you to anchor yourself, one, to the story, In-N-Out Burger. What are those 5 principles? 1, I want you to be customer obsessed. Why? Because that customer is a human being with a life. Like when Liz showed that little video of those notes around the house, I went through those times where I left a house and I always got emotional. I cried every time I left a house because every house that I went and lived in had life and memories in it. Okay, so become customer obsessed. This isn't about you. I'm sorry. If you think it's about you, go find another business. That's harsh. But if you think it's about you, go find another business because it's not easy. Okay, but it's worth it. That's the question we have to ask. The second thing is keep it simple. Complexity is not your friend. Simplicity is. In-N-Out knew what they wanted to accomplish and they knew what their obsession was, and it was a customer, and it dictated their systems. Not the fact that so-and-so was doing it and this person's doing Uber Eats and that person's doing that. And I just got on a webinar and I heard that I now have to start a TikTok channel. Okay? You need to stay focused on what your mission is. Number 3 is ownership. We started Street Techs because we wanted to empower the average Joe to own their own success. You're running Facebook ads on your Facebook account with your ad number. They're going into your funnel. Own it. It's yours. You get to decide what you're going to do with it. Number 4, proximity to importance. You can't out-automate human. AI can do whatever the heck it wants. But you as a human, it'll never be able to replicate you. So make sure when you're looking at your business structure that you don't step so far out of it that you're leaving the most important part, human interaction, to a team or to a tool, because it can't replicate human. It can't replicate you. Like we can't replicate the person that you are. So stay human to human. And number 5, it's heavy, but hardships will come, changes will come, difficulty will come, but stay the course because you're connected to a powerful why. Stay the course and then celebrate come to the masterminds, pick up a Mr. B. So when he's having a good day, you can go, I'm going to attach myself to him. When Wendy comes on with her excitement, attach yourself to him. Get yourself around people that could pull you through the hardship and remind why you started. Okay? This is the biggest thing. If you don't have a powerful enough why, you'll likely not make it. You'll likely quit, which is fine. I think Wendy's session she did earlier this year was quit, commit, or quit. There's worse things in life. You'll probably find something that you're really good at. And that's a pretty harsh message, but I think we need to hear it. So I'm grateful for every single person on here. We're grateful as a team for all of you. We're grateful for everybody that always contributes and always puts their best foot forward, because each of us takes something away. Each of us takes something, we learn something. You're each irreplaceable. Every single person on this comes to the table with a different tool. So I hope you were inspired today. I hope you were encouraged today. And I look forward, and we want to see your success stories.
And on that note, Ira, big thanks to you as well for hosting the event. I think everybody really appreciated it. So big applause. And also to all of you, it's still over 100 people on this call. So you stuck it out all the way through to the end. Your time is valuable. And I know you learned a lot of good stuff here today, but it's always just so good to see all of you on these events. So thank you very much.
And you know the words, don't be afraid. You're not starting over. You're adjusting what you already have. So it's not like you had nothing. You've got all this knowledge and experience in the insider group that you can go in. And that's how you jump and make leaps and bounds. It's just it's down to take that time. I'm glad that as Facebook is down and doing all that crazy stuff, I'm going to post a little video inside the insider group later today to show the rest of what HomeBot wouldn't give me, because the internet's crazy everywhere. But yeah, it's not a new beginning. All it is improving what you already have. You just got to do it.
So go get it, guys. Grateful for you. Have an awesome day.